welcome back to another episode of Woodpile Reacts. It's Andrew.
And Annabelle.
And today we're going to be reacting to... I almost said Woodpile Reacts. No, we're going to be reacting to Tower of God, episode 5.
You finally get to see what happens. I still want Yuri to break in.
Did I say episode 3 for the list? Whatever. This is going to be an exciting episode. A lot of things we want to see.
I just want Yuri to bust in and, like, protect Bam.
I want 3 things in this episode. More rock fighting.
Yes.
Yes.
Bam seeing Rachel.
Yes.
And to figure out if this is another Princess of Jihad.
My 3 things.
Oh, yeah.
Are, I want Bam to see Rachel. I want Bam to become cooler. And I want to see more sleeping dude.
Laro.
That'll. I like the sleeping dude.
I don't. He's disqualified, so.
I'm just kidding. I meant Kun.
Oh,
I was gonna say Kun, and then he just popped in my head, and I thought that was funny.
yeah.
It wasn't really funny, but I said anyways.
I definitely want to see if we possibly see some abilities from Bam. I also want to see what happens with the Black March. I'm very curious about what happens there.
Is he gonna wake up again?
I don't know. And I also want to kind of figure out what's going on with all of those people in that group with Rachel in it. Like, what's going on with all those characters? Why did they decide to band together? Like, did it just happen? Or and why? And what's the third girl's power? Because we don't know anything about her.
Or guy.
Or
Guy.
Now, I have a
The
question.
other two are
for
girls,
this.
so I keep thinking.
I just thought of it. Like, can irregulars get kicked out of the tower because they got themselves in?
True.
I'm sure regulars can.
Are
but
there different
What about
rules?
irregulars?
I mean, they already lost control from the very start of them, right?
Yeah,
So-
and can't even if they did get kicked out, can't they just put them back in? And where would they put
Open it
them?
back up.
Like, for people like Bam, they weren't in the tower to begin with, or like that holding space. So where did they? Also,
You just posed a really long discussion question in the middle of our intro, so we're gonna ignore that question
Wait,
and talk
also-
about it
also-
after.
do they know who the irregulars are, like the leaders?
I think so.
I don't know, because
Ah.
the Rebel Road didn't seem to know much about Bam at
maybe
all.
not.
I don't know why or how the regulars.
Is it maybe
would know
only,
about
like,
their regulars? They probably know of our regulars that are like famous in the tower,
Yeah, like
but not
Enoch.
just randos.
I assume is very like they already
Well,
know
Enoch's
about
not a
her.
regular or an irregular.
Okay,
She is irregular.
this isn't a discussion. We can talk about it later.
True.
That's true.
After.
Let's watch this epic episode.
Then we can come back to this question.
Here we go.
Oh my
Coon
lord.
being Coon.
Coon.
What a troll.
He's like XD.
Who?
Oh, they don't
So
laugh.
that's how they would know.
Oh,
You got your rock fighting.
Oh, that's my
oh.
He's like, it's my prey. Don't touch it.
Jeez.
Oh my word.
Dude.
Stupid turtle. He goes literally everyone.
Ha.
Interesting.
5th round, here they come.
What was his
Wow.
name? Han? Son?
Oh,
Yeah, I
him?
think
I don't
so.
know.
Han son?
Real games. Wow.
Oh.
Hey! Wait a
Oh.
second.
Dude.
Hairstyle.
I wish my ponytail could look that bomb. He's not even a girl.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, blue turtle. A beanie baby. Except human.
So 3 teams?
Only 3 teams.
Looks like a bunch
Hunt
of
them
extras.
all in an instant. He's like, no, my fun.
Why not?
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no. It's this creepy little man.
demon?
カバンにお前たちを入れて運んでやる。
Oh
Wait,
my
what?
god.
通過させてやるから俺に力を貸してくれって。あの原っぱでお前たちに会ったのと、その
Wow.
後の仲間作りの試験は予想外だったけど、カバンの中にいた奴らも3人で数は揃っていた。
Oh my gosh.
総試験監督官に気づかれたこともあって、
随分で戦闘不能もしくは失格となりました。ですので第4回戦は夜君ラークチームの勝利です。
余裕しゃくしゃくだなあいつら。
Oh, man. I smell so strong.
That is all over the girl.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
So those are extras.
こいつら未知数だ。
That's not creepy
泣い
at all.
ても笑ってもこれが最終戦。王冠はどのチームに。それではゲームスタートです。さあ神どもかかってこい。
Wow.
Jeez. Nimble and strong. Oh no! Alright, well here she is.
Why won't they steal the crown?
So when they said, can we kill them all, they're excluding that team?
I guess.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that's...
別の試験場から来た。そんな暇ねえよ。
Oh! Oh!
Taste my tongue.
Dang, with the headbutt!
あいつは俺たちの味方をする。
わからないが、これだけは言える。
Well.
王冠に興味がない。
Wow.
なんで俺らを助けてくれるかわからないが。
Maybe it's just a ploy.
Maybe they're interested in Bam for something.
Oh, got him.
このゲーム。
Don't you step off of that.
Those heels are made of
throne.
freaking steel. Oh no! Oh.
Alrighty.
This is alright, guys.
No! Oh, don't. Bam, bam,
Oh
bam.
no!
Bam,
Don't do it.
bam.
Don't know!
Bam! No, no, no!
No! Oh.
What?
Oh my god.
World.
What the heck is going on?
Epic, dude! Dude, I knew he
Is
had
that the
special
Black March?
powers.
Like,
I'm pretty sure it's not the Black March.
it looks like
Oh,
Shinsu.
Dude,
Literally, I was like, what is going on?
I told you he had special epic powers. Oh my gosh.
Because it was a golden color, right?
I don't know that there's anyone else that has the
Who's this guy?
じゃあ出発するよ。
そんなに早く会いたいんですか？その新入りさんに。
あんたも会えばわかるわよ。
He's right.
ウキウキしてる場合じゃないですよ、ユリ様。あの少年の力は危険すぎる。
See, I knew something.
試験監督の狙いがクオントと同じで、別の試験場で問題を起こした3人を エヴァンケル様にバレないうちに次の回に進めさせることならば、あの3人はがむしゃらに王冠を奪いに来るはずだ。な
Oh,
のに
yep, she's got the Black Marsh.
王冠に興味を示さなかった。
いい資質を持っているかを見極めるためではない。我々の仕事は党に危険をもたらす思想、力を持つ者を弾き出すこと。
今
That's
その
different.
話をする意図は、
今回の中でそれに当てはまるものは
Yes.
いえ、特には
The power,
な
but
らそれが分かっただけでも十分クラウンゲームには意味があった。違うか。
He
を扱うのは見たことがありますか？
それは党の法則に背く行為だ。だがそのような人物がいると聞いたことがある。ウレックマジの非選別者だ。
そうですか。
make a contract with.
An ambassador. Right?
I don't know. I don't
厄
know what it
介
said.
だな。バカコントと違って。
はぐらかされたのか、痛いところをつけたのか。あれは
Hmm.
神の水を操るとかそういう次元ではなかった。ヨルさんが神の水そのものだった。あれは確かに党を危険に。
Her eye got ripped up?
Yeah.
愚かだぞレロロ。簡単に総試験監督の口車に乗せられて。
So I guess Han-san
目を
is
覚ますかな。
Yeah.
ヨルさん。
the test administrator. He's
おい
just
そろそろ
running
目を
one
覚ま
test.
せよ。明日から試験だぞ。ちゃんと受けないと失格になっちまうぞ。
こんにちは。
君は
Rachel.
she's a rebel.
マヘルと申
I'm
します
calling it now.
She's a what?
She's
あ
a
なた
rebel.
にお願いがあるんです。
She's a what?
She's a rebel. They're a rebel
rebel.
group against that's fighting against the tower. That's where
That's
I'm
it.
standing now.
Yeah,
That was
that
like-
was a good
It was
episode.
good.
A lot of fighting.
Man, that did not turn out how we thought it was going to.
Yeah,
No.
they said
That was relatively.
Yeah, it was,
That was
very
very
different.
twisty.
I figured that I thought Rachel wouldn't kill him, but I figured it'd be like kind of a spur of the moment thing, not them all planning against it.
Yeah. So I guess when they said, "Can we kill? You can kill all of them," right? There was already a presumption that they couldn't touch Ban's team, or that they're
Mhm.
going to protect Ban's team.
Or maybe just Bam himself.
No, because the girl leaped over a rock and just started fighting the other ones.
So I wonder if they all know how powerful Ban is.
I
Ban
think it's
is.
more about Bam than the other people. I think they're just lucky enough.
Oh yeah,
to
I'm
be
sure
on
it is
Bam's
about
team.
Bam ultimately, right?
Yeah,
but
but
they're on their Bam's team, so
it's
they're not
probably
gonna-
because of Rachel.
I don't know.
That's why they're
no,
protecting them.
I disagree. I think
Me too.
part of the reason they protect that is because Rachel already knew about him, and maybe I feel like Bam is someone they've been looking for a while.
Maybe.
Who?
Bam is like their
Who?
group,
Oh,
like
their
Rachel
group?
and them. I always kind of
Like-
thought Rachel was something more than she seemed to be.
Hmm.
I feel like they might be a part of a group that might have been looking for Bam originally. Now, of
Wait,
course, this is all just theory, but
I
and
have
like, but hey, this would be a great plot twist. And if this doesn't happen, well,
I have an
do you
idea.
know anyone who could draw? Because we could totally make an anime out of this.
I have an idea. So like, so maybe before Van lost his memory, he's like an ultra powerful person, but then he lost his memory and doesn't even know how to use
I'm
it.
wondering if he was like a descendant of someone in their group, and he
Descendant
just
of Jihad.
boom, demigod.
So let's start at the beginning because there's a lot in this episode.
So much.
My brain is just.
Broken.
Kun pulls out some cool tactics.
Yeah.
Showing off that he's made allies and put them in the bag
Like, who does that?
beforehand. and
What
brought
did they
them.
do
And
in
also,
there?
that bag's big enough to fit 3 people in it.
What did they do in there?
It also can fit 1 billion crowns, apparently.
And
What did they do in there? That's my question.
can you
What do you
imagine?
mean?
They probably just sat there eating chocolate bars.
Yeah. Dude,
Wait,
Since
wait.
we're back in
Is it
coffee
like a
and everything.
genie thing where it like has cushions and it's decorated and everything?
I don't know. We have no clue. So
Oh,
maybe they just dematerialize them.
Can you
until it's
imagine
not.
how great it would be if I could hide in the bag? I could do introvert 10 billion. Boom!
I can do introvert 10 billion. Woo.
I figured out the
Wow.
perfect introvert hideaway.
Coon's bag. But you're gonna have to let him. You're gonna have to let.
That's
him,
the code
you're
word
gonna
when
have to get him
any-
to let you out.
If
though.
any introvert wants to hide, that's their code word.
Put their hair
Coon's
up in a
bag.
ponytail.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Grab a blue ribbon.
So
Cool.
they fight off those other extras. Pretty epic.
Oh, yes.
And they argue played because they skipped like 3 tests.
Yeah.
Also, I think it just shows like their progress in group as a team, both in how comfortable Coon is now around Bam. Like
Yeah,
we
dude.
both knew how like frosty and like far away, and even with everything that went on
He's
with
definitely warming up to Bam. And Rock.
absolutely, and we've even like kind of seen that through his conversations with himself,
Yeah.
and like how he's been talking about that, and even his interaction with that one guy in the trusting room.
Yeah, he's definitely. I think he's found someone to put trust in again.
I
Yeah.
agree. I think it's just because Bam is he doesn't know.
And it's actually kind of
All
interesting because Kun doesn't really live up to his own ideals. His, you can tell that he wasn't raised to not trust anyone.
Mm-hmm.
He trusted someone for a very long time and then was betrayed and told, don't trust anyone. So even though he has in his head, I shouldn't trust anyone, or
Bam?
I can't do anything, as soon as he finds someone who's remotely like nice, he maybe subconsciously kind of slips into that trusting.
You talking about Bam or
No,
Coon?
Kun, because of the betrayal and all that. He kind of subconsciously starts just trusting him again immediately, right? Even though he's saying, "Oh, you shouldn't trust anyone." I mean, he hasn't known Bam for that long, right? So it's like, it seems like he's being trusting really fast for his character, but I think that's just kind of how his character's developed.
Yeah.
I also kind of like part of it's just like him needing to protect someone, to have someone to take care of, and part of that,
Yeah.
it's just like, especially if like by doing that, if you're taking care of everyone else's needs, you can't focus on your own problems. And just because Bam's such a naturally open and seemingly weak person, it's just a natural inclination.
Yeah, he's very much more focused on Bam rather than himself,
Mm-hmm.
right? And he doesn't like talking about himself even to Bam at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So maybe that's just another way for him to hide like his own flaws or insecurities or whatever.
And even Rock's warming up, sort of.
Rock is just like the.
I swear, if like
he likes them, but he's too tough. He's gonna put on that front.
I can
I'm just
seriously
sticking around to hug you
imagine
guys.
them like hiring a babysitter and them like worrying about him not having his chocolate bars at the right
Oh,
time.
yeah, it's like
Make sure you feed Rock his chocolate bars.
Like
okay?
completely in my mind.
It's like,
Otherwise, he'll go on a rampage and start hunting down
remember-
turtles.
rock! Another rock!
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 Another rock!
Another.
He's so simple-minded and we love him
Oh
for it.
yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
So that happens, they fight, and then the new squad comes out, and did we get any information on the princess?
no.
Not really. Something we didn't
Didn't get
really
a name.
talk about in
Didn't
the
get
other one
anything.
is she does seem to kind of have some inclination to follow Rachel, even if it's just a
Yeah.
small part. But other than that, we don't really know much about her.
But we don't know. It's interesting because Rachel asked her if we should go in that round,
Mm-hmm.
but she said no. So Rachel's not like genius level. Directing everything with my
I
hand
thought
puppets.
it was the other
But-
girl who did ask that.
Mm-mm.
No, Rachel asked
Okay.
the princess,
But
"Are we going in this round?"
there's
Yeah.
obviously just a very
But Rachel's still
good amount of
obviously in
respect.
control
yeah.
Oh yeah, the
whatever
person,
because she.
the person in the group was like, "I'm gonna rip off your mask and crush it."
She seems very aggressive.
Yeah.
I think one of the reasons for that is because her moral compass seems to be shattered. So.
Yeah, she was like, "Can we kill all of them?"
And the whole shattering face.
Also,
who is that red girl with the red hair? Because she didn't seem to have a team.
Well, she
Yeah.
did have a team, but they just like got defeated instantly. I think.
I don't remember. She may have had
Because
team.
her team was like the guy that was fighting Rock, right?
Mhm.
And then
And I
the
feel like-
sword guy. But
Even
the sword
with-
guy wasn't very strong.
The
Or
Senshu
Kun's
stuff,
just really good.
we didn't see any of. Like, we didn't see any hint of her there.
What?
I think
In
she's
the
more of
Senshu
just a
test
side.
everything?
I think she's more.
Oh,
of a
no, we
side.
definitely did. I remember seeing that,
Really?
the mask.
But I think she's really more of just a side.
I definitely saw her in the,
I don't know, because I just think it's really interesting that she seemed to know her. Like, she knew what she looked like, and about the fact that she
she
had
was
red
like
hair.
purposely going after,
Yeah.
was it Rachel she was purposely going after?
It might have been Rachel. I know the
She was
princess.
not going for the crown.
Oh yeah, she's.
Yeah,
not for
I know
Rachel.
the princess character was definitely. She definitely knew who she was. She knew like what she looked like. They all knew she had red hair, and you couldn't see that with what she was wearing.
How do they know?
That's the point. They obviously already know her.
Do they?
That's why I think she might. Yeah, because they knew what color her hair was.
Who did?
The princess.
She did?
Yeah, they were
Yes.
saying go for the red hair, and you can see it with her costume on. So they obviously know her, which is why I'm inclined to think she's more than just a side character.
I feel like that.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember.
I do.
Because.
We just need to like show them that screen just for a second so they can
That's what
admire
it is.
what we're seeing here.
Yeah.
Sorry, I spaced out. Come on, turtles, come and get it.
Yeah, I don't. Where is it? Oh, there she is.
Yeah.
She doesn't really say anything. She just goes after them, right?
I think it was a little bit
She
before
said,
that.
Aren't you embarrassed to be walking out full?
Go before that. When they first come out, start it from there and then see what happens. Have some strong turtles.
It would be like right here. They didn't say anything though.
I know, just that's a good place to start.
Yeah, no, they didn't say anything.
Yes, they did say it.
I feel like it was like and when they were fighting.
It would have been like something right here. I'll remove that mask and destroy your face.
I don't think it was the princess that said it, but
Yeah, I don't know.
I definitely remember them saying things about that though. So
Anyway, so ignoring that, that person's obviously strong, but why would they go for Rachel? Is what I'm confused about.
why did the person seem to be targeting
Yeah,
Rachel?
like what?
Because they could have gone for Bam.
What? They obviously didn't care about the crown. So what are they? Are they got a hit out on Rachel? Like,
I honestly think there's a couple different groups going on here, and they're part of that group, and
Just
they
with
want
different agendas?
Bam from something. For something.
they want Bam for something?
Yes.
Who?
Maybe all of the groups. I think definitely the one Rachel's in. I think there are different groups involved, and even maybe the Tower Master is part of why. I mean, the test
Yeah, Han
administrator.
knows something.
He definitely knows something, and I think that's part of it as well. Maybe that's why they want to get to Bam, because they know what he's capable of, and they're trying to protect him.
But do they know what he's capable of? Because they don't seem to know who Bam is.
Yeah.
Lororo was very confused.
Oh, not them. Rachel's team.
Oh.
I think
Rachel's team know about it, but not them.
Rachel definitely knows.
Rachel
something.
definitely knows something about him. And even there was someone else that mentioned something about him losing control of his power, not just the Black March. I might be wrong about that point.
No, I think you're referring to when Nanaku loses her power, and Lororo was like...
Oh, it was in this episode. I definitely know the Black March knew about that, but
Right.
I might be wrong about this, but I feel like someone else said something about him losing control of his power.
Lororo said... Who was it? Someone said that he became Shinsu.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that afterwards. That
No,
wasn't what I
no,
was
yeah.
necessarily talking about.
Oh, well, I don't know then. But
Yeah, it's probably not very important, but that's, I could be completely off the mark, but that's definitely what I want to happen.
what?
Them being different groups, and them, I feel like Rachel's group is trying to protect Bam, and I felt like against the tower and what they'll be doing to Bam if they find out exactly what he can do.
So you think like Rachel's in her group are like renegades?
Maybe the biggest plot hole with this for me, without knowing much information, is the fact that the princess, I don't know like everything that'd be going on with her, but I don't know. I
mean,
could be
just,
completely
like,
off the mark,
question?
but this is just what I want to happen. So
Interesting. And
Season
other than
2.
that- well, yeah, we still got half a season, over half a season, right?
true, but if it doesn't happen this season, well, we have a whole new season to go
Hopefully.
to make. Hopefully.
I mean, this show's doing very well, so I would be
Probably.
surprised if we didn't
Yeah.
get a second season. But to kind of go back, we see Bam protect Rachel, and Rachel is kind of not wanting Bam to die, like we originally thought. So, what are we thinking with her?
Oh, I already said what I was thinking.
going to say something.
Good.
Go ahead.
So, maybe the red-haired girl thought, like, maybe she, like, knew Bam.
She's an assassin. Sorry.
Maybe she knew that Bam would try to save Rachel, so maybe that's why she went after Rachel, because she was an easier target than Bam.
I don't know
Yeah,
that they.
that's very hard to predict, though.
I don't know that they know anything about their personal relationship. I
They
feel
were
like
all
that'd be
surprised about
well,
it.
yeah.
Unless- but maybe not, because Han.
Even Rachel, you could obviously see she was trying not to show any personal attachment to Bam.
I wonder if it's
She
'cause-
didn't really show any of that
Well,
except
Yeah, but
towards the end
I
when Bam
think-
protected her.
I think what happened is, you know how they kept getting moved around?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm thinking, because they didn't want to move around this time, I think they were just trying to get to the same place Bam was.
Yeah, and Han, I think, was part of that. Because Han was talking to Leroy, and they were like, and Leroy was like, they seem seem to know each other, and we tried to avoid that in testing. And Han San, like, said something that made me feel like he knew that they were acquaintanced. But, I don't know. Maybe not, but definitely interesting.
I think he seemed to say that the main purpose of this was to try to find anyone that could threaten the tower,
Yeah, we need
assumingly
to talk
like
about
Bam.
that. He said anyone who would threaten the tower needs to be removed from the tower.
It's also why I kind of am inclined to think this actually might be true, is because they've already taken out someone like Bam before.
Right.
Like,
Or tried to.
tried to. They may not have not succeeded.
That Urek Mazzino.
Iraq or something. Yeah. So that's another reason why I'm kind of inclined to think this might actually be possible.
But the real question is, like, why are they trying to take these strong people out of the tower?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if it's just a power play to stay in control.
That's
I
what
feel
I'm
like that's the
thinking.
most obvious thing, but I don't know.
Yeah. Just doesn't make sense why, like, the strong people should be able to climb the tower, right? Not,
And he just completely admitted that everything everyone thinks about the tower is that's not actually the main purpose of it.
Yeah.
Their main purpose is to keep people that are extremely powerful from access.
Yeah.
To
Which
this
is
place.
odd.
And
What's the point of the tower then?
Well, not necessarily though, because people in power always want to stay in power.
This makes me like go back to our original theory that the tower was created by Jihad,
Yeah.
and then people were moved here and grew up here, and eventually a civilization formed that are just like brainwashed into thinking that this is the only world.
Another way, possibly, is that they could have been created the tower to escape people like Bam. That could possibly be another theory. And that could be possibly why they're so hesitant. I feel like that'd be more of them being the mistaken good guys, but
Wait,
that's theoretically
what
enough.
was the question Adam asked at the beginning?
Wait, we're not ready for that question yet.
I don't even know what you asked.
We're not ready for that question yet. That'll take
did
too
I
long.
say, like,
We'll do that
did
in a little
they-
bit after we finish this train of thought.
I
remember
did
it.
Bam, like, have the power before and stuff, right?
No. Anywho, we'll get to that in a second.
think we pretty much wrapped up with that. It's
Oh,
just
I had one last thought about this.
Good.
Is what message is Rachel trying to give Bam?
I would imagine we're probably like, hey, good to see you.
No, it's
Hey,
not.
good to
If
see
she,
you.
if
I'm
she
gonna
wanted to do
protect
that,
you like
she'd
mad
sit
dog.
next to Bam's side.
Oh.
Maybe they just maybe we just wouldn't let her in unless
I
he
have
said
something
that.
to
She said
say.
that.
No, she said, I need you to do something for me or give
Oh
something
yeah,
to
it
me."
wasn't for. I don't know.
I
Maybe
I
she's
think
gonna-
this does work
Maybe she's
into
gonna
my
separate
ideas.
again and try and get away.
True.
But she wants Spam to know like, hey, we're still friends.
But yeah.
Yeah, but okay. So why couldn't they do anything? Bam had 5 people protecting him, and none of them could stop. The big guy barely did anything. He just went,
It's
and then the person just went up and
She was really fast.
they protected him fine. It was just that they didn't protect Rachel.
I mean, she was really fast.
there was one person.
Yeah, she
and
was super fast.
then 5 other
The
people.
better option would have had to have Rachel sit next to him. Or at least stand on the throne.
That way he can hold her on the throne and cry. Much better option.
Yeah, if she gets attacked on the throne, hey, at least he's still on the throne.
Alright, wait. I think we all need to go through and decide what of our options came to light. Alright, okay, so let's see mine. Alright, we definitely saw more powers from Bam. We found
I
out
don't even remember mine.
a little bit more about the people,
Yours
but
were weird.
definitely not as much as I wanted to.
I got more rock.
Yours
you got
what
one.
you wanted to see.
We didn't figure out anything about the princess though, which I wanted to see.
I got...
You wanted to find out about Coon, we didn't get that either.
No, I just
I
wanted
don't
more
know.
of Coon.
Which
I got all
Did we
3
get one more?
things.
yeah, we did. We got to see his cool thing at the.
I got all 3 things.
Yeah. Into
I
his
don't
personal
I don't
side.
remember my third.
I don't remember either. What was it?
What was my
Whatever.
question? I'm so
Oh well.
confused. I
Okay,
can't
your
remember.
question was, why can't they take the irregulars out? Like, what would happen if they broke their rules? Or like, I'm kind of based on what we
Literally, that answered in the. That was crazy that you asked that.
saw.
'cause
If I found like irregulars like that, especially as powerful as Bam,
it
they kill
seems
them.
like it got answered.
They
Like,
kill
try,
them.
They try and get rid of them for whatever reason. We don't really know, but yeah, they.
So the irregulars obviously have to be very cautious, otherwise.
Yeah, and that also means like the regulars that are chosen might not be the strongest regulars.
Exactly.
They might be just middle class
Also,
normies that they just choose and they go into the tower and die.
or those who are powerful could also be politically powerful, or are in positions where they have to go along with the people in the
Yeah,
tower.
like it could be
like
and they could even bring strong people in and just have them go in unfair tests and immediately get obliterated, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
there's so much manipulation going on in this tower. It's
Yeah.
any regular is like lucky.
Yeah,
To do
I don't.
that. And I also makes me wonder like how much of the tower knows about this. How many people are just like Laro was
He didn't seem
seemingly
to
shocked to hear
Yeah.
this. He was like, well, why is that the purpose of the tower?
I think definitely that the big question I have is why did they start the tower? So if between the but
I think
Because of how-
because I don't know if my theory is right if they built the tower because there seem to be multiple factors going on. Like how can Bam enter the tower himself if they have complete control over the tower?
Yeah.
Like there's still some things that don't add up.
maybe one of the people like Bam created the tower, not them.
Yeah, but then how would other irregulars get in?
Irregulars? I don't know.
See that right there, that
Maybe
function
because-
makes me feel like it's like some ancient like natural power or something.
Maybe. Yeah, but because maybe the irregulars are actually could be something like descendants of something that have that power to manipulate the Sinshu. So that's why they can open the gates. That would be epic.
Did we ever figure out if there's Shinsu outside of the inner tower where they're climbing,
I
or
don't
is
think
it
so.
like,
Well,
They
yeah,
said
we did
it's
figure
or
it
is
out.
it just like really minor
say-
Shinsu atmosphere?
They say it was a primarily used source in the tower, and that's all we got.
But in the inner tower, or just the tower as a whole? I don't think they ever.
Well, that's all
clarified.
they said. They didn't say
Right.
anything else.
Yeah.
I assume the tower is just Shinzo.
Yeah, that's.
Shinsu.
I think.
So wait. The biggest thing we need to talk about is the fact that I used instant coffee.
Oh my word.
Well,
Well,
coffee's
Coffee's bad in
nasty.
itself. It's disgusting, but instant coffee, that's even worse.
Hey, but he had a special instant coffee.
instant coffee can make special coffee drinks. Dad makes special coffee drinks with that.
Special coffee drinks.
Yeah.
Special
Whatever.
confidence.
See,
Alright,
confidence
okay, but
drinks.
seriously, yeah, that's what I think the irregulars are. I think they're descendants of the person who made it.
Maybe.
That's why
Still have
that's why
descendants.
Bob.
That was my
That's why.
Then is Rachel a descendant? Because I don't feel like Rachel is a descendant.
Because then
Why wouldn't she be?
I don't know. I just,
because then they'd be related, and then yeah.
So
I mean,
everyone in this world is technically related.
okay.
Just very far out.
Okay.
Technicalities here.
So, yeah, I feel like we got. Thanks to Lebro and Hansan's conversation, we have a lot more questions now.
Always more questions.
Another interesting thing. Bamboo Shinsu, without an administrator's contract or access.
And not just
What does that
used
mean?
it. He became it.
What is an administrator? Have we even heard that term before?
I assume it's probably something
We've
that
heard
helps like
floor
run the
masters, right?
logistics of it, but I'm not positive.
We've heard floor masters, or test runners or whatever.
Test
But I
administrators.
don't know if we've heard administrators.
Yeah, but
Was Head on administrator? He was like
No, he was the protector of the tower.
yeah, protector of the tower.
well, keeper of the tower.
Oh,
whatever.
that needs 2 more questions.
Dude, protector of the tower. He tests people.
He was the keeper.
He gave an extra difficult test to Bam.
Also,
He's the filter for the super strong people.
He can literally be like,
That's why he gave
Oh.
such a hard test to Bam.
yeah, because like
Maybe,
the
but-
regulars could be like,
also, who is he loyal to?
I know, right?
like
Is he loyal
irregulars-
to the tower, or is he loyal to the leaders of the tower?
You guys are breaking.
Jaha.
regulars?
And
Okay,
Anna is Taiju right now from Dr. Stone.
like regulars are like this powerful.
I'm like Deku
I'm not-
when
no,
he starts mumbling to
then-
himself and goes like,
Andrew, I'm like
Bam.
Gon when like anything starts to get complicated, he just like
Always the
melts.
Hunter x Hunter references.
oh my
Dude, it
word,
just made
never
me,
ending.
Yeah. Well,
It's
I've
a,
seen
it's
it,
a
like,
meme now. It's a good
I've,
meme.
I've rewatched it like 20 times.
She's going to force us into reacting to this someday. You guys just have to sit there and wait for the day that Hunter x Hunter comes to
I'll
our
literally
channel.
be like schooling the whole time.
No.
Oh my word.
But yeah,
Isn't
so
it really long?
man, yeah, it's 147 episodes.
Yeah, it's
My Hero is pretty long too, though. Now, 'cause
And
it's
it's
got
keep
4
going.
seasons of like 20. Whatever. We're getting off
20
topic.
something.
And
Yeah, well,
So yeah, what does hate on? Yeah, that
Head on.
I didn't even think about that. That's crazy. There could be so
Head
much
on.
more crap.
oh my word.
And now I'm excited because that was the last episode I had seen.
Can you
so,
imagine how many oh my word.
Yeah, I mean,
Like, can you imagine how long people could spend trying to figure out all the answers to these questions? We could probably go on like talking with for like 5 hours straight
Please
Yeah.
don't.
and never get
My
done.
brain would just.
her brain's
our audience only listens
her
to
brain's
about 5
already,
minutes of it, so-
her brain's only this small. It can't comprehend all of this. Oh no.
No,
Yep.
it's-
Then what about the
there-
fact that
there's a
yours
brain
is
in there.
Wait,
Mine
It's just been filled with Hunter x Hunter.
No.
It's being used up in Hunter x
It's
Hunter.
just.
I did see a lot
I
of
have-
anime characters through ears.
I just have lots of interests and lots of things, and then you're
It's like
bring
sleep.
up confusing topics, and I'm just like,
I just want to see Kun.
Sleep.
I just want to watch cool people do cool stuff and listen to storyline, and not try and figure out logistics and just watch it, and then at the end I'll know
But can
everything.
you truly understand the show?
No, but I don't try to, so there's
The
that.
end is like this is
My
why.
Hero's a perfect show for you.
Exactly. That's why I talk so much more when My Hero, because I can understand it.
Ha ha! Deku go
I
punch.
find it.
Deku punch like that.
He didn't break his arm.
I find it so funny that out of all the ones, like, this one's probably my least favorite show to actually watch, but as far as talking goes, I talk the most in this one.
Yeah, and it's my favorite, and I like talk the least. See, like, I just like watching them, and then just watching the whole thing, and then figuring it out
I don't
after.
like watching the show, but I do like talking about the show. So,
You just don't like it as much as the other ones.
It's like schoolwork. I don't like doing the schoolwork, but I like asking all the questions school could answer. That wasn't exactly a great analogy.
Alright, well, thank you
Anywho.
guys so much for watching this episode of Tower of God. We're going to have a break tomorrow, but the next episode of My Hero will be after that, which
And then Doctor
this
Strange.
is why most of you aren't here, let's
Stone.
be honest.
Yeah.
But thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Helps out our channel a lot. We're growing fast, and it's so awesome because we're having fun. Still gotta figure out our mic situation. If you have any suggestions, let us know. But yeah, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Bye.